It has been a while, and that is a rockin' starting screen, opening screen, loading screen. There you go. It's been a while since we've done one of these videos. We have been week after week trying to build our defense to, of course, defend against Hammerman. And today's video is no different. Trying our hardest. We are now max level. We have just about all max boom cannons, 3 of our max rockets, 2 of our max shock launchers, and our 4th rocket that we're slowly building on. So, sorry for the lack of content recently, folks. We're going to be diving in pretty deep this week. I want to do at least, we're going to try to aim for 3 streams. Maybe more, possibly less. We'll see how that goes. Expect a stream, maybe a warship stream. Not doing amazing for season 53, but we're doing okay. Very fizzly season for me, but not really trying too hard either. Haven't really looked at tech paths and all that stuff, but just trying to have some fun, chest collecting. If an opportunity presents itself, maybe we'll push a little bit. But we'll probably be doing a stream on that just to kind of show you guys where we are with it all. We also are going to try to do the second part of our co-op stream with the misses on It Takes Two, hopefully Friday night, I think is what I want. On Among Us stream, I'd really love to do. And then I'm also going to be coming out with a different type of game to see how it gets received. It gets received decently. We might stream that game. It's very, very different from Boom Beach, so hopefully you guys like it. It's more of an MMO, definitely an older game because we like to play our retro games here, but stay tuned for that. Today's video is all about defending Hammerman, and as you guys know, we are an offensive player, so we're going to see how well our base is holding up. And as we slowly max our defenses out and stuff, I think defending Hammerman is going to become more like your usual cycle of evil days. So, you know, like the Dr. T days and the imitation game and all that stuff. And there's our shameless shout out. If you guys enjoy the video today, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It is free. We're at 375 subs. Making some leeway. Slowing down a little bit, but our ultimate goal right now is to try to hit 500. At that point, we can start doing some community stuff, and it'll be amazing. So, please, 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 if you are one of the many non-subscribed folks, consider subscribing and turning on those bell notifications for all of our videos, both Boom Beach and not. And trust me, there will be more and not. Not giving up Boom Beach, but just doing a little quick base switch. We used to run a very compact front base. Now we're changing it up just slightly because I think as our defenses go up, we don't have to change our initial setup too much. It's not like we're defending against players all that much anyway, but it's nice, I suppose. We do have, I think I showed earlier, boom cannon damage and the tri boosts upgraded, so, or boosted I should say. So our boom cannons are doing a little bit of damage, which will play a role later, because I believe we have mechs for this defending Hammerman. But the hot pot doing the major work for these early waves, especially with all the riflemen just burning through them. Same thing with the warriors. Silly Hammerman trying to use warriors without the smoke, so inefficient. Getting over a little bit of a cold, so I do apologize if I sound a little nasally, maybe. I know it's kind of been a while since I've had it. I think my last video I talked about it a little bit. We're kind of early at the back end of it, so just some minor congestion, but and so far nothing crazy. Mind you, we only had 3. We could technically have 4 prototypes. We had the damage amp, the hot pot, and the doom cannon. If we weren't doing super hot, or if we aren't going to do super hot, we'll place down another prototype, depending on what it may call for. So, I think a hot pot was one of them, a laser beam, some different ones. So, always a possibility to look into, but so far, not struggling too much. The rocket launchers, max level with the damage amp, are doing beautiful work on these mass troops. And then of course that shock launcher on the beach, keeping them at bay, which is pretty nice as well. We are going to be doing some more maxed troop videos this week. We did max a couple other ones. I won't spoil them too much. But we are going to be testing them out, seeing how well they do. Some super fans of, others meh, but we'll see how that goes. I also apologize for not streaming or playing in the Among Us lobbies too much. Just been very busy over the weekends, and I don't know, maybe differences in opinion with some of the stuff with the Among Us, but I will definitely be back next weekend. Hopefully playing. I would like to stream it, but like I said, just a lot of busy stuff happened during the weekends that are keeping me kind of out of the content loop a little bit. And as I told you guys previously, just a lot of personal stuff going on, so the videos may be slightly less than the usual stuff, but they will still be coming, and probably early next year is when we'll really start kicking back up the content, doing a lot more content, and making some decisions that may help with the ability to make more content. Particularly, we are very limited by PC stuff, so like PC gaming. Thinking about possibly getting myself one of the lower end quote-unquote PCs, just so we can play some PC games or maybe record PC while streaming and stuff like that. For instance, Among Us currently we do through the Switch and then stream with our laptop. I'd love to be able to stream and play Among Us on the laptop or on a PC, so something to think about. I know that's a very small game, but there are other games that I'm definitely interested in that I just know my laptop could not support. They can barely support some of the programs that we're trying to run, so, but that's as it goes. And here comes our first, I think this is our first mech encounter in stage 6, I believe. Seeing if we can take them down. The DCs and the boosted boom cannon damage should do some work as long as we can get rid of the frontal riflemen and cryoneers that are doing some annoying stuff. There's bombardiers in the second wave, which is actually surprising. I don't think I've ever seen bombardiers in a wave 6 before. Could be wrong, but not that I remember in recent times, so I thought that was curious to say the least. They've already done a decent amount of tearing through, not too much left as far as Splash is concerned to take care of the massive wave of riflemen. And of course there are a couple of mechs, tanks, and a bombardier still alive, so that's a lot of damage. It's looking like this first attempt at stage 6 could be a bad one. I don't know that it's bad, but maybe just a failure, which I guess is bad in its own right, so. And yeah, just way too much tankiness by the riflemen so that the tanks and bombardiers can just rain Hail Mary on our headquarters. That being said, we will give it a try, redo some stuff, and then see how it goes. Also, I know there's a lot of great reception towards the operations hit that we did, or video. I'll probably do another one of those this week. We've been doing a lot of deep cut as a task force, which I know isn't super interesting, but I know some people enjoy watching it. I know the task force members like, you know, hearing my opinion on their attacks and all that stuff, so something to think about. Definitely not the all hits live folk type of person, mostly because it's just hard to coordinate that kind of stuff, but maybe in the future something we could look at. I was a huge fan of Skull Crushers All Hit Live a couple weeks ago. I did participate in one of them, so I think that was cool as well. Here we go, going back into stage 6. Just moved back the headquarters a little bit, that way there's more stuff, including defenses for the troop staff to tear through, and then front loaded some of our defenses that might help us be successful. Also parking that shock launcher just a little bit further back so it doesn't die right away. We'll see if it serves a decent purpose or not. Doing okay thus far. Looks like we're going to be killing those mechs on the left side, which will be huge. Killing those early is going to be super helpful. There we go, that whole left side is done. So now we can look at the right side, and all the mechs being gone on the right side is also going to be huge. Mind you, we did lose some stuff here, but because all those riflemen are front-loading themselves, that hot pot is just going to tear them a new one. And that's exactly what's happening. Leaving only the tanks, and I think the bombardiers got killed this wave, so that's good as well. And slowly but surely, we'll be tearing through those tanks. And there we go. Stage 6 took 2 attempts, but not nearly as bad as I originally had thought. Are you ready to get steamrolled? Are you ready to get messed up, Lieutenant Hammerman? And here we go, stage 7. The final stage, the one that always tends to give everyone a hard time, including ourselves with our very low defense valued stuff. Can we make Hammerman pay though? Really decent first wave. A lot of the riflemen gone, which is good. A lot of riflemen, I think, in this wave altogether, or in this stage altogether, so that is great for our hot pot, doing exactly what it needs to do, tearing through the riflemen crowds, so that way when the thicker troops or more DPS troops come into play, the riflemen aren't acting as a tank. A wave of mechs, probably not the smartest idea on defending Hammerman's part, or Lieutenant Hammerman's part, as he just ran it into 2 damage amplified boom cannons and a DC. They're making wonderfully short work of those mechs. And then he throws in a wave of warriors. Once again, a questionable decision. I'm not sure it's going to work out for Lieutenant Hammerman. We'll see how it goes, and it looks like this might be it. And there we go. 7 stages, only 8 attempts required. Probably one of my best runs for Lieutenant Hammerman to date. Surprising even myself. So could this be the start of something? I don't know. We'll see in the future. We'll definitely be doing a couple more videos just to kind of show you guys how, as the base starts to max itself out, if Lieutenant Hammerman is easy to defend at this point. And just showing it off here are 8 attempts. Is that 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 8. I don't know. I couldn't count there. So to say, 8 or 9 attempts. And as you guys can see, prototypes placed 3 out of 4. Could have placed another one down, decided not to. Didn't need to, so that's good. Maybe we'll start one up just to have an extra defense. Maybe collect a few more intel and diamonds from player defenses. And I think we're going to end the video with a homie resource base taking over. Slayer has had it for like a day, so we're going to take it back, and then he can take it back at his convenience. Shout out to Slayer, one of the OGs for us. We love that. By the way, the troops this 2 weeks aren't going to be anything great. Power Stone Chance is okay. I like to do it because why not? And I did the boom cannons just for Hammerman defenses, but this would be the time to upgrade your tribes if you haven't yet, or to save up those crystals for future boost if a better tribe comes 2 weeks after. But all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, expect more stuff this week, and as per usual, the only way we know how to say goodbye, I am the resident dweller of the underworld, the casual player's player, the David to Max Player's Goliath, Dark Anubis, and I will see you all very soon. Peace!